Good morning, welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. We are here on Extinction mode, back in Cornstown, and I don't have any particular plans. Maybe I mentioned some plans at the end of last episode, but who remembers that? No one. There's no way for me to look that up and look at past recordings. No. Anyway, we're just cruising around a little bit, see what we can find. If we can find a generator somewhere, so we can hook up the local gas station, that would be something nice. But man, a not looted barn already has me super excited for what we can find today. I mean, it's all kind of crap. Actually, can we dismantle that? We can keep that, and we'll keep the rake hats, because putting rake hats into baseball bats makes for some good long blunt weapons. We gotta test around a little bit now that we can make our own baseball bats. What the best way is to get them to deliver the message we wanna spread. Where are you guys coming from? Yeah. She only started sprinting once she saw me, right? She was just casually walking down the road. Going do-a-dee-dee. Something. 2 more. I didn't see 6 zombies that I drove past. Probably all in the trees here. Like it, all 3 buildings completely trashed and looted. Still find more stuff here already with a full respirator mask. So, do we bother with the building itself? See, this is where I'm kinda okay. There are not 50 zombies here that are still alive and the building is looted anyways. No, somebody killed all the zombies, looted the building, and left all the valuable stuff on the ground. That's almost more believable. Not gonna go upstairs. Well, at least we have this part of the map now to put a pin in it. Should bring us, I think this is is that the gas station? Yeah, that's the other end of the gas station, the car repair place here. And if I remember correctly, then on that road on the other side of this was a couple residential houses with garages next to them. been kind of close to this, and then I started to run back because we were kind of in an area that was surrounded on 3 sides by spaces we hadn't cleared yet, and that felt a little bit unsafe. Now we're coming from the direction of one of the previous uncleared areas. A bunch of guys here in the trees. Be so kind and come out. Tree of zombies. Okay, what I'm going to focus on here is the garages. I don't really care too much about the houses. Yeah, some warm clothing for the winter. Compass is one of my favorite items, because it allows you in-game to finally settle the debate on which direction north is. So yeah, I want to have the chance of finding a generator, which can spawn in garages. There's very little that I can spawn in the house itself that I care about at this point. Well, books being probably the only thing. Pull up the car, get the bolt cutter, get that garage opened. Look like it's gonna be useful. Everyday smithing magazine, that's actually useful. Can I ever pick up a whistle? Yes. Right. Start the bolt cutter equipped. Turns out it's not just good for cutting bolts. Have a healthy ship's breakfast here. Now, if one of these houses is not trashed, not completely looted, I might peek inside a little bit. If they're all just gonna be like this, I'm not gonna bother. Looks like it's bolt cutter time again, unless it opens. Window on the back? No. That ladder side here. It's very strange. Hang on, we got some friends behind. Let's make sure we're not getting any surprises there. Hey, nobody with backpacks. It's like the park of survival zombies here that we had previously. You know, this time I'm gonna grab that sports battery. We're coming in on 4 months into the apocalypse, and I think batteries of the cars that we find that are on the road will have degraded. I mean, we have a heavy-duty battery in this car, so if we find a heavy-duty vehicle, yeah, we can just hook that up with this battery, but, you know, this way we have a sports battery. Bunch of stuff from previous lootings that we don't have to keep on us. I'm gonna keep that bolt cutter for a second here. Assuming, oh, I guess that residential area ends here. Let's go for the main door of this house. That's the fun in that. Okay, we'll be right back. I think I should do my safety check of, let's actually take a tour around the house, make sure there's no zombies outside, and then loot the inside. It's doing better. Rat. Building rods, always welcome. Do I keep? Yeah, let's get a couple more ray cats. No, like this. For Extinction, this is a complete change of pace compared to what we had in Irvington proper. Which surprises me. Normally, most modded towns have way more zombies than vanilla towns. It could also be that we just rolled lucky on the random zombie randomization thing. That removes zombies from some areas of the map. Nobody here, huh? Inside, nobody behind. Not even a single smashed window. Well, that's not worth it for the propane grill. This is the most dangerous part. Finding these kind of completely unoccupied spaces makes you, like, your guard comes down, right? Oh, it's an empty house. Just loot around. Suddenly there's one zombie still left in the bathroom. Just didn't hear you. rooms that we found in here. Imagine we would have found a house like this week 1. Somewhat isolated. 2 good weapons inside. High walls around on 3 sides. I've been in this place, I don't know. We have another not trashed, not looted house. Shocked. Where's time to loot other build? Oh, they looted the garage, yeah, understandable. Good food stuff. Get in my bag, you. Bundles of calories. You might even go upstairs. We can now make our own baseball bats, but sure, if the game wants to give me some, we'll take them. I guess, you know, if we would have found this house at the start of the run, it would have had a house alarm. It would have transpired just as it did in Irvington. Unload some of that loot. Stuff. So that's... Oh, we don't have room. Okay. What about here? Take a look at this little commercial area. Is this like a... That's the bus stop. Ooh. I see a bunch of zombies. Okay. The cinema. A whole bunch of zombies here, and a modded trailer that has more capacity than the shitty little trailer we've been using. Yeah, I'm usually not somebody who avoids zombies, right? But let's avoid those zombies. Stay down here on the side road. Let's see where it leads us. Looks like a police station or something like that. Oh, it leads us into more zombies. Okay. Feels like a police station, right? Okay, final chance on a generator. No such luck. You coming from? One zombie who had good hearing, huh? A little bit of food. Remember when I said I'm gonna ignore all the residential houses? I really meant the pre-looted ones. At least that's gonna be my excuse. Alright. Looks like we got actually some work to do now here. No sprinters today, huh? Small backpack as usual. That layout of a store that is often used for gun stores. That kind of rooftop thing. Also, I think there must have been some sort of meta event sound because everybody is walking here. East, southeast. I didn't hear anything. Oh, I hear a car. Oh no, so they were walking southeast. One of the zombies walked into that Bronco there. Or is it it's the bull driver? The bull driver didn't like it, so everybody's now coming back from their walk southeast. Oh. Bull driver or me? Okay, you prefer me over the bull driver. Yeah, can appreciate that. Looks like we had a bunch of zombies in the trees that got woken up by this. That refused to die in 2 hits. Kinda scary. Yeah, maybe I should fall back. So I don't have a fallback point if I stay there to recover stamina if I'm running out of stamina against so many zombies. The downside of this high wall here. Come on around the corner. Behind me. Keep your head on a swivel. It is very surprising how many zombies are coming out of the woods here. Like, we were really casually driving down the street, killing only a couple zombies, and mostly looting all these houses, and then suddenly one car alarm, and there's like 50 zombies coming out of the trees. I saw you in the trees here, dude.
Hey!
There's another trailer there. An actual big one. Car alarm and that other sound event dragged most of the zombies we saw here earlier further east, right? Oh yeah. For some reason this looked way smaller earlier. Crazy. Maybe it was just because it was so far away. So how do we get here and steal one of these good trailers? 217 capacity. Also 217. Don't think it makes much of a difference. So many in there. This is thankfully a fence that... Okay, why is everybody moving? Why is everybody moving in my direction now? Just a fluke? It's the time, it's free. Drop a path through. I think so. Do I have a fire axe in here? I might just have a hatchet. So maybe we come through here around instead of going through here, because that's way too many trees that I have to kill. And if I'm seeing this correctly, this should actually be a path that doesn't require any chopping. Nice axe you have there. Sprinter, those are the worst. Why are there suddenly so many here? Yes, I'm gonna leave with this trailer. You might as well give up now. Question is, I think we can probably, once we hook this up, we just drive out the main road. Give me some room. You need to give me some room. Not I need to give me some room. So, you know, in terms of weapon breakage, that was decently timed. Just looking at the weapon condition, I thought, you know, it should last a little bit longer. Always weird driving past all these places that you already looted, and there's a bunch of zombies on the road. So where are these guys coming from? Okay, do some cleanup here. Can't leave it like this. So, you out of survival park? Or are you just a regular schmo backpack? Apparently, we sniffed a little bit too much of the zombie stench. Ooh. That's fine. One more for good measure. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to bring that big old trailer on like regular loot runs, but for like our wood collection run, right? Our current trailer has a capacity of 80, so we can now carry like 3 times the logs. It's going to be super nice. It'll save me so much driving back and forth. Anyway, we are here. The residential area up here. This little thing that looks like probably some kind of construction site. I'm kind of still trying to figure out if we can find a generator here somewhere. I was hoping I find something like a storage unit. I'm tempted, now that we had these alarms tracking zombies away, to kind of continue this way, but that feels risky. Let's do it this way. Let's bring the trailer up here, leave it here, and then we're gonna explore a little bit down this way. The trailer we're just gonna take with us when we leave the town, ultimately, I think. Or hang on, sure, we'll bring it along a little bit further. Leave it here for now. We'll probably take it to our forward base if we stay for another day and then shift some of the loot because, you know, our trunk is full. Oh, what we got here? What's up with the weapon today? I feel like I have way fewer one-hits than we usually have. Okay, how is this residential area looking? Single houses, no garages. Is not really piqued my interest. We might just drive through, see if maybe there's a survivor house. It's always a welcome sight. But other than that, or we're just gonna be a drive-through to see if there's any parked cars. Check these boxes outside. I don't not have high expectations on this place here. Yeah, it's probably just planks. Maybe like a hammer or a saw or something, couple tools in there. I'm gonna call that not interesting. Check. Also, let's just say, okay, I mean, technically we've not been in there, but practically it's done, 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 done. Done, done, done. Been there, done that, got the t-shirts. Been here, we've totally been in this one. That was the bar, we've done that. Medical place. Tool store somewhere here. There's maybe a little bit something left in there. Okay. I need to be more vigilant about actually using that tool to mark off where we've been. Just driving past these zombies. Here we are. A bad idea going forward? Absolutely. Map check. This road connects up here. Ooh, these houses have... Is it garages or is it carports? No, those are actual garages. Zombies that I just drove past and do not seem to care. We're getting drowsy. How's my caffeine pill situation looking? It's looking like we don't have any. It's the worst caffeine pill situation you can imagine. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the forward operating base, sort out some of that loot. Probably take our trailer back, and then I think with all the garages in nearby. I think we do one more try to see if we can find a generator. Because, you know, hooking up that gas station might come in handy very soon here. Or not just handy, but might become a necessity. And just dispatch that last guy here. I'll catch you in the morning. Next morning, technically it's been 11 days since the helicopter, so we gotta keep the radio running and pay attention in an hour. Houses do not have garages anymore. So we're coming into that same neighborhood from that northern street here now. And have a look around here after dispatching of the locals. From? Where are you coming from? Well, that's that running skill. Oh, getting off here. We're really gaining some distance to the zombies when we're sprinting. Yeah, guys, I need to catch a radio show in 20 minutes. Another one behind me on the road here. There's another one up that road. Radio. Done a lot of running, we've done a lot of fighting. So there's a dude right next to me here. Yes. Starting to set in. Oh, why is that empty? No filter. Oh, did I? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Which direction was that shot? Okay, they're moving away from me. That was one of these super loud shots. The ones that ruined everything when we were in Irvington, where we had 2 of those shots, back-to-back episodes, and suddenly the zombies were all the way at my base. That's the kind of shot we just had, in terms of sound volume, intensity, etc. The zombies have a short-term memory, and they're like, nope, we need to hear the weather report, and stayed at my car. think that ship is sailed, so we gotta listen at 8. No excuses. Side window. I was just thinking I should have really kept that tire pump we found in that one trailer earlier. Do we still take long sticks? For more drying racks, maybe. Okay, 10 to 8. We smashed in a window over here somewhere. This front window. Okay, I don't wanna... Any interruptions here? Park up like this. Can also have a little breakfast snack here. Be cloud cover. Weather well predicted to start the night. Thunderstorm and a tropical storm? Tropical storm imminent. Yeah, that's for tomorrow. Okay, okay. Of course, the tropical storm is going to be during the next helicopter event. Mark my words. Did I just turn off the engine? I think I did. Supposed to turn off the radio. Where are these guys coming from? What's happening here? Makes you wonder if there's some sort of bug with radio volume. So we just had that super loud gunshot pulling everybody more like east. I'm really confused how everybody was suddenly coming up north again here. Anyway. So, guess we have one more garage and a propane grill in the back we can check. There's a generator. Just giving it one more second here in case there's more than one zombie in there. For them to come to the window. What was I saying? Winter outfits. Pet pants. We got a padded jacket already. We've got a scarf. We're ready for winter. want to test out the sidecar with our bike back at base. So we take one of those with us. Let's grab this for loading. No, let's drive to the garage. Kind of a shame that we're gonna have the best generator we found so far, or that we made available so far, at a gas station halfway across the map. Part of me kind of wants to actually, you know, hook it up to that gas station, fuel up, and then take it with us again, and swap it basically for the generator at base. Shit, it's still all there. Crap here. What's that? Yeah. Scrap. Extra compartment here. Cool. Well, now what? Project generator ended successfully early. That's my whole plan for today. Get through town, try to find a generator. So now it's drive through town, see what else there's at offer. Did I even check this vehicle? Went into that garage, but I didn't check the vehicle in front. Nice. Criminal. Criminal, I tell you. I also don't want to risk a car alarm. I am intrigued, of course, always by a good propane gas grill. So let me check here. $1.15. That's probably not worth hooking up. Bookshelves, no bookshelves. A little bit of trash butter. Might come to regret this. But we're exploring a little bit. Unless the zombie population gets super dense, then we are not gonna drive through. Fancy houses, fancy vehicles, fancy park, fancy fence. Oh, it's a gated community coming up. This is where the sound was, right? Where all the zombies went, so I actually don't want to explore up there. Going in. Zombies over there. What is this building? Holy crap. You got a license for such high buildings? It's the fire department. And it's, of course, trashed and looted. Which, you know, my favorite counter-argument when somebody says, oh, you know, if you come across a looted building, just, you know, loot another building. It's like, yeah, let me just go to the other fire department in this town. I'm tempted to pick that light bar up. So we have a replacement for when the zombies inevitably trash our light bar if we do any siren stuff. Sure. I'm not sure I want to bother. Yeah, you know what? How's the most repressing fire department looting run I've ever done? No vehicle alarm, please. What did I even say it out loud? Okay. I'm just... Oh, no. Gigamart. This looks like a school, I'd say. We're doing a full city exploration just because I'm driving away from the car alarm now. Little church here. Or housing rows that way. We're not on the main street, right? We're one street over from the main street still. Are we? Yes. Stars and Stripes, step van. Shipping logistics. What's your log? I don't know what United Shipping Logistics will have. Could be like books and magazines. You would sometimes get in post trucks. What are the odds of two back-to-back cars having an alarm? Eh? Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for. Okay, let me just pause and take a second to look through this. Fishing for. And the mailbag with a, no, that's the parcel. Mailbag with Italian delights. Step van auto manual. Just read family carving instead of family caring, and I was very confused. There's not even a gas tank in this. Moving on. I'm aware that this is in the orange now. We do have a full gas can in the back though, so. Also, hey, there's a gas station on the other end of town. Also, there's zombies on the other end of town. Yeah, so this is butting up right against the other town. Names. I always want to say Greenleaf, but it's not Greenleaf. Well, the other modded town we have right next to it. I mentioned that name a couple times before. Just scatterbrained right now. Anyway. Gas station to me means it's not looted. So shelves with potential magazines for vehicle knowledge, right? So we could hook this one up with a generator and refuel here. Although I don't think that's there. Well, if we're gonna pick up the generator anyway and bring it home. We'll get it over with. This would have been a good situation for some beta blockers. But it also seems like we're not getting as panicked anymore. Or rather, so the longer you're alive, or rather the longer the world is alive, the faster your panic decays. So it's not like you get less panic, it's just you lose panic faster. So at this point, the panic decay is more significant than the panic we get from seeing a bunch of zombies here. I wish the panic system was a little bit more fleshed out. Like, it's not just, you know, how long the world has been alive, but rather, I don't know. If I'm standing on the street, I'm not tired, I'm not anything, I have a good weapon, where I have a good skill in it, then I'm not getting panicked. But if my last weapon breaks... Oh, talking about it. Funny you should mention that. Then panic sets in. We should be able to handle 5 more zombies here. Even if one is a chunky boy. Weapon, get a rest, get some of that sickness out of the system. Smart has been on the whole time. Since when? But that's not good for the battery count. Gas station, open door. Shove a bunch of this stuff, you know, just shove everything into my snacks bag. That's probably just all lighters and stuff. Scratchy. You're a loser. Loser? Maybe I am. This is the floor room, and then I guess the other is just bathrooms, right? Oh, much food here. Okay. No freezer. I was just thinking I still wanted to have a proper ice cream freezer for back at base. Unless we can run this as a freezer. 21 capacity, that doesn't feel like that's gonna be good enough. Stylish. Outdoor ice freezer. Do I have 20 capacity room in my car though to move this thing? Can't put it on the seat if I have the generator there. This thing in the back here is 21 capacity, but it's kind of full. Okay, we've got 23 room in the back. I think I probably want to kill those zombies on the street here. Otherwise they're gonna come in once we turn on the generator. Let's also kill these guys down there. I seem to remember at least one of them who was running after the car was a sprinter. Oh. Yeah, nah. You're far enough away from the gas station. Not gonna cause me any troubles. I wonder if I feel like this is getting worse, the uncomfortableness from that. Which is weird. Before we do anything else though, that's actually, if we take that freezer, we take it before we fuel up. That thing? One. The room for the gas can? That's a good question. Wait. Oh, because we removed a full gas can. Now we put a full gas can back in. That's fine. Very confused how there was so much room there, but no, it's fine. Generator. Seat. It's the door. Okay. Need to equip our mace again. Made it all the way to the other side of town. We just need to make it back. I mean, the smart thing would be to just drive the same way. It wasn't that crazy, right? Even with the sound car alarm at the fire station. But then we don't see what else this town has to offer. Like... the old tire car repair shop. These are some solid windows. Wait.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Anyway, yes, before I was rudely interrupted. Iron birds. How hard is it to find the frickin' vehicle magazines? I don't think I've ever had a run where I was so out of luck with those. The shop, man, I kind of want to get some of these flashlights, these floodlights for the base, but we don't really have any room now. I think they have like 15 weight or so. Yeah, well, no luck. How heavy are you? Yeah, 15. There's no way we can fit 15 into the car. Is that drowsy? mean, you're not gonna like it. Really not gonna like it. In case we need to fight. Well, okay, you know what? If we need to eat the coffee to be able to fight, it generates a whole bunch of thirst. So let's fill up the water quickly here. Don't like that we're encumbered. Tough that you don't like it. Shouldn't have picked disorganized then. Okay. How disappointing is this, by the way? Giant parking lot? Oh, it's a car sales parking lot even, and it's completely empty. I guess the building is looted. They got the keys and then took the cars. Oh. Alright, hang on. First of all, storage lots. Second of all, a motel. Some somewhat interesting cars there. How's the store? Oh yeah, the storage lot is looking busy. Okay, this is roughly where that gunshot sound event was. Oh, there's a Spiffos nearby. Cool. Oh, it's not a good sign if you're driving into a tree. How did I hit that tree? I don't know. That makes no sense to me. If the smelly moodle pops up, but you don't see any corpses, so it's just from the living zombies that are around the area. It's always a little bit concerning. Alright, I think what we're gonna do here is drive back to the forward operating base, pick up the trailer from there, and then drive back to good old our base in Irvington. Swap out the generators, and then take a look at our supply of large branches. How are they? Every time I come across this intersection as zombies here. How does that make sense? So yeah, I'm gonna drive back to base, and back at base I'm gonna do some prep work. So we have some baseball bats of various kinds with, you know, with nails, with rake heads, can reinforced, sheet metal reinforced, and we can then try out which gives us the biggest oomph here. Well, we could also just look at the stats instead of trying out, but where's the fun in that? For completeness sake, pretend it makes any difference to close that trailer. Then, yeah, this is gonna be something I'll do over the next couple of days. As you heard in the weather report earlier, we're gonna have a severe thunderstorm, tropical storm coming in, so it's gonna be super rainy, so I don't want to go out anyway. We might also, well, we will have within the next 2 or 3 days the next helicopter event. And let me actually have a quick final look at the map. So the last one we took over here, right? On the 9th. I'm kind of thinking that's probably going to be the area for the next one again. Yeah, we have maybe some guys coming in from up there, but that should be fine. Like, I'm still not feeling it driving along this road past this. But maybe after the next helicopter, and after we get our shit together here, it might also be time for me to rebuild the forge. The lever should be about dry now, so I can make a bellows again, make another anvil, get the forge back up again. So I'll do some stuff around the base. And then when we get back, we're gonna refocus a little bit on Irvington. Maybe. Nice, of course, you know, we could also come back here to Constown, check out that storage lot, and somehow drive home with that wonderful sports car that was there across the road. But I'll think about it. It's probably going to be a little bit of Irvington to test out all the new weapons that we're going to have. For now, though, I'm going to put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.